From Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network Earl Hutto Studio, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for February 12th, 2019. I'm Brady Tolbert.
And I'm Adoria Hughes. Thank you for joining us this evening. There are many Troy University students who have never known what it is like to live in poverty. However, today a group of nursing majors spent the morning trying to learn what it is like through an interactive simulation. Noah Peavy has more.
The School of Nursing here on campus held an event for its students earlier today. This event was meant to shed light for these students and help them relate to the people they'll be helping in the future. This event was a hands-on simulation.
Today we're doing a poverty simulation that is representative of what individuals that live in poverty every day go through. There are 26 families in this simulation, and throughout this simulation, each family will have a particular scenario that they have to navigate throughout this month, which includes 4 15-minute periods that are equal to a month.
Beyond learning more about where some of their future patients will come from, the hope is for students to grow and become more caring towards people who don't have the same economic situations as themselves.
What we're trying to accomplish in this is that we would like for these students to be more empathetic towards individuals that fall into this category, which of course is really important for nursing students.
The College of Nursing also hopes to bring awareness to the issue of poverty right around our own area.
Even more importantly, we're really trying to bring some awareness to this. Over 30% of people that live within Pike County itself actually fall below the poverty level. So this isn't something that, that is foreign to any of us, especially not for those of us that work in healthcare.
Noah Peavy, Troy TrojanVision News.
Up next, the Office of Civic Engagement will host the first screening of the Southern Circuit film series tomorrow at 4 p.m. in the Trojan Center Theater. It is free and open to the public.
Every summer, incoming freshmen get their first taste of Troy through Impact Orientation sessions. Admissions is currently looking for students to lead those sessions this summer. Aaron Dixon shows us what they're looking for.
The admissions office is looking for its new group of impact leaders for the upcoming summer and are offering people a chance to ask some questions. Impact applications are available in the admissions office, but people may have questions about the application and interview process before they begin. So they have provided a couple of interest sessions for those interested students.
So for the interest sessions, we've got one coming up on Wednesday the 13th. And then we've got 2 more next week on Tuesday and Thursday. All of them are at 4:30 in the admissions office in that main presentation room in there. But it just kind of gives the current students, anyone who's interested in applying to be an impact leader, just an opportunity to ask some questions with myself, the other directors, and some of the previous impact leaders, kind of get an overview of what the interview process is going to look like, what the application process looks like, what we're looking for, and just kind of some general information about what being a leader means.
If you are unable to attend any of those interest sessions, that is okay. But if you have any questions regarding impact, the admissions door is always open.
Completely okay. My office is in admissions. Anybody's more than welcome to come by and just kind of, talk to me, ask some questions, one-on-one. I'm more than welcome to answer any of those. Outside of that, the actual application itself, the physical application that we have on the front desk of the admissions office is going to have a majority of that same information listed in there. So they can just pick one of those up to read through it. And like I said, I can answer anything that they might have from there.
Impact leaders in the past have come from various backgrounds. Grant was able to discuss what they're looking for in an impact leader.
There's not a textbook mold for an impact leader. We want somebody who's passionate about this university and really cares about other people, because those two things are important. But as far as a physical description of somebody, don't really have one. We just want people who can communicate well, connect with other people, and make them feel comfortable.
The job of an impact leader is to be an ambassador of Troy University and to be a leader on campus. But it all starts by filling out an application. Aaron Dixon, Troy TrojanVision News.
Once again, the next Impact Interest session will be tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. in the admissions office in the Adams Administration Building. Troy TrojanVision News allows broadcast journalism students the opportunity to get experience delivering you news about things happening in and around Troy.
However, there is a class that allows students the opportunity to expand their horizons and report on events happening in the capital city. Brianna Jones has more from our Montgomery News Bureau.
Troy University's Hall School of Journalism offers many opportunities for students to expand their resume, but what about stepping out of the Troy campus for a visit to the capital city? Troy is offering an advanced TV practicum class for journalism students who would like to cover topics other than one centered around Troy.
So the Advanced TV Practicum class was put in place as an extension of our television program. So students who have gone through a television news practicum class where they learn how to operate cameras and how to put broadcast news packages together are then offered the opportunity to take a class that allows them to come to our bureau in Montgomery.
For some students, hearing traveling for class may sound uneasy, but one student gave advice on how you can avoid that feeling.
The driving, you can partner up with other people in the class, you can carpool, and I definitely recommend taking this class because this is one of the classes where you get that hands-on experience that a lot of the other classes, you're just reading out of a textbook, taking tests. This gives you experience that's really going to help you as a journalist, as an anchor.
Students get many opportunities to increase their experience by taking this class, including covering stories that are also being covered by professionally ran stations, giving them a look at what's to expect in their careers.
The great thing about the opportunity for our students to come here and report on stories and things that are happening in Montgomery is they're side by side other reporters in Montgomery. So reporters from WNCF, Alabama News Network, WSFA are working side by side, so they're able to see how those professional journalists are operating and what they're doing.
In Montgomery, Brianna Jones, Troy, TrojanVision News.
So far this semester, advanced TV practicum students have done stories on Rosa Parks' birthday celebration, the unveiling of a new bust of Martin Luther King, and Alabama World Affairs Council.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
Welcome to TrojanVision Sports. I'm Seth Carpenter. Baseball season is right around the corner, and the first game is scheduled for Friday against Central Michigan here at home. But according to baseball head coach Mark Smart, the players wish that the season already started.
Baseball season is a long season from pitch one till the end of the year, so we want to kind of build into that. This week will be the longest week of the year for our players because they want to play yesterday. And so we'll get going Friday, and as we get into our season, our routine changes a little bit. The focus is more on the games and less on the practice concept because we want to be fresh on the games. Attack mistakes that you make now and try to get better. Whereas all of our work now has been just repetition building up to playing the games.
Unfortunately, the players do have to wait a couple more days before they can get on the field. Again, the first game of the season will be this Friday at Riddle Pace Field against Central Michigan. First pitch for that game will be at 6 p.m. and will be broadcast on Facebook Live and WTBF Radio. After finally getting a win to end their losing streak, the men's basketball team has a quick turnaround where they play on Wednesday and Friday instead of Thursday and Saturday. And head coach Phil Cunningham talked about what they're doing to prepare for that quick turnaround.
We've got to rest and get back. We've got to get our legs back. I mean, we have a quick turnaround play Wednesday and Friday next week, so it's really important that we rest. And we're going to be one of the toughest stretches of the season. These two Georgia schools.
First game of that two-game stretch will be tomorrow night at Georgia Southern in Atlanta. Tip-off for that game will be at 6 p.m. and it'll be broadcast on ESPN Plus and the Troy Sports Radio Network. The final away match of the weekend proved to be a good one for the Troy men's tennis team as the Trojans dispatched of Woodford College to remain undefeated in the non-conference play. The Trojans took advantage of the doubles point as sophomore Paleo Atunya and senior Jackie Dwan claimed the win at the #1 spot 6-1. Freshman Manuel Bernard and junior Oscar Michalik defeated Kyle Barr and John Crawford of Woodford 6-4. Up next, the Trojans will host Abraham Baldwin on Friday, February 15th. The first serve is set for 2 p.m. And if you want to keep up with the action, you can follow them on Twitter at Troy Trojans MT. And after 10 days off, the Troy women's tennis team returns to the court as the Trojans will travel to face Alabama State on Wednesday, tomorrow at 2 p.m. In their last match 10 days ago, Troy split its two conference matches. The Spring defeated Alabama A&M 7-0 before falling to Chattanooga 5-2. Alabama State is 1-5 on the season after losing 5 in a row. And Troy will be looking to make Alabama State 1-6 with a win tomorrow. The Trojans are 6-0 against ASU since 2012, including a 6-1 win last season. Again, that match will be at Alabama State at 2 p.m. And so Brady and Adoria are really looking forward to baseball season starting this Friday.
Yeah, it's time for some spring sports, and I know Trojan fans have something to look forward to.
Yes, that's right. And we also wish the men's basketball team good luck as they play this week.
Definitely.
Thanks,
Thank you, Seth.
Thank you.